Welcome to Agent Lion's Den. This is the podcast for realtors who are done wasting time on unqualified leads and inconsistent results. I'm Cody Sturgess, and in this episode, we're breaking down the 5-minute deal heat check, and, more importantly, what most agents get wrong about it. Here's the reality. More booked calls does not equal more deals. That's counterintuitive when your CRM dashboard lights up, but your calendar is not a scoreboard. It's a profit center. If your booked appointments are full of curious browsers, tire kickers, and no-shows, you're not busy. You're inefficient. Let me be clear. The problem isn't that people are worse than they used to be. The problem is your system. Calls that drain 2 hours of your day and return 0 results are a design failure, not a people problem. When you tolerate aimless appointments, you reward low-intent behavior and punish real opportunities.
Let's be honest. Calendars get filled with curiosity, not commitment, and curiosity costs you money.
So here's the promise. The Deal Heat Check is a 5-minute in-call diagnostic you run at the top of every booked appointment. It produces one of 3 clean outcomes: qualified, proceed to a strategy session; reschedule, get a committed follow-up; or exit, end the call politely and preserve the lead for future nurture. You'll get 6 diagnostic questions, the signals that matter, exact pivot scripts, and CRM tagging rules that enforce the outcome. Why 5 minutes? Because your ability to read intent early preserves your calendar. Most agents chase conversations that never convert because they wait too long to make a decision. This check gives you a predictable outcome in the first 5 minutes, so the rest of the time is spent on real possibilities. Okay, the 6 diagnostic questions. I'll give you the exact script, what to listen for, and 1 follow-up probe per question. Question 1. Motivation. Tell me in 1 sentence what's driving this move right now. What you want to hear: urgency tied to life events or financial drivers, like job relocation next month, or need to downsize before school starts. Red flag: vague curiosity like just exploring. Follow-up probe: if nothing changes in 90 days, would you still be moving forward? That separates window shoppers from movers.
That follow-up is powerful. A yes to the 90-day question equals heat.
Question 2. Timeline. When do you ideally want to be closed or moved? What signals heat? Specific month or date, or a deadline? Red flag: sometime this year, or no rush. Follow-up probe. If we find something you love next week, could you move quickly? This reveals flexibility and commitment. Question 3. Decision authority. Who else needs to be part of this decision? Heat indicator. Decision maker is on the line or will attend the next call. Red flag: we'll talk about it later, or I don't know. Follow-up probe. Would it help if we scheduled the strategy session with everyone present so we can make one decision? That frames the next step as collaborative, not vague.
If the decision maker won't show, that often means 0 accountability. Put a pin in it.
Question 4. Financing or pre-approval. Have you spoken to a lender or been pre-approved? Heat: pre-approval or a lender conversation within 30 days. Red flag: I'll figure it out later, or silence. Follow-up probe. If financing's the holdup, would you like a lender I trust to give a quick pre-approval checklist? That moves the prospect toward a concrete action.
Question 5. History. Have you been looking actively, or is this your first time researching? Heat shows as active searches, showings, or expired contracts. Red flag: first time browsing with no prior steps. Follow-up probe. What did you see that you liked or didn't like? That exposes intent and specificity. Question 6. Expectations for the call. What would make this call a win for you today? Heat: expecting next step decisions or a plan. Red flag: I want to get more info with no commitment. Follow-up probe. If we can outline a clear path and next steps in 30 minutes, would you be ready to book that session? That aligns meeting outcomes to intent. Now the quick scoring rubric. Keep it simple. Give 1 point for each strong heat signal: specific timeline, decision maker participation, recent lender action, active search, clear motivation, and meeting outcome alignment. 5 to 6 points equals qualified. 3 to 4 points equals reschedule with commitments. 0 to 2 points equals exit or nurture. Early on, be conservative. When in doubt, reschedule to get commitments instead of burning the lead.
That scoring stops wishful thinking. It replaces hope with criteria.
Next, pivot scripts. These are short, tonal, and polite. If qualified. Great. Based on what you've said, there's a clear path. I want to set a 45-minute strategy session so we can map options and next steps. Does Tuesday at 10 or Wednesday at 2 work for you? If reschedule, I can tell you're early in this process, and I want our strategy time to deliver value. Can we pick a time for next week when your partner or lender can join? Otherwise, we'll miss the decisions we need to make. I appreciate you taking the time. I want to be honest. I'm prioritizing appointments that are actively moving. I'll add you to a short nurture sequence and follow up in 60 days, unless you're ready sooner. Does that work?
Exit scripts are underrated. They protect your calendar and keep the door open without awkwardness.
Operations. Put this into your CRM with tags and automations. For qualified, tag Heat Qualified. Trigger a 45-minute calendar invite, a lender intro email, and a checklist automation that reminds them to bring documents. For reschedule, tag Heat Reschedule. Trigger a one-click scheduler with required attendees and a confirmation task for you if they don't confirm. For exit, tag Heat Nurture. Put them on a 60-day drip with a check-in task at 30 days. And block repeat booking from the same lead source unless their tag changes. Make sure calendar rules prevent read offenders. Set automation so the same lead can't book another strategy session until their tag is updated from nurture to qualified. That's the system-level control that enforces your decisions.
Track conversion rates per tag. If Heat Qualified converts poorly, recalibrate your scoring or script. Data tells the truth.
Recap in 3 steps. 1. Run the 5-minute deal heat check at the top of every booked call. 2. Score fast with the 6 questions and deliver 1 of 3 outcomes. 3. Enforce the outcome with CRM tags, calendar rules, and follow-up automations. Practice it until it's natural. Role-play the scripts so they don't sound robotic.
Takeaway. Operate like a business owner. Your calendar is a profit center, not a vanity metric. If you want fewer meaningless calls and more closable conversations, this 5-minute check is the simplest lever you can pull. If this episode hit, it's because you're already seeing the gaps in your system. This isn't about working harder, it's about filtering better and letting systems do the heavy lifting. If you want help tightening this up so only serious buyers and sellers hit your calendar, you can book a call at our site. If not, take what you heard today and apply it. Either way, don't ignore it. Operate like a business owner. I'm Cody Sturgess, and this is Agent Lion's Den.